Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Comic Books NYC. You are watching Original Art Hour, the program where we bring on other original art collectors, share some art, tell some stories, and discuss the original art side of the comic book collecting hobby that we love so much. Joining me on this episode, episode number 6, is Brian from Take-The-Time-Collectibles. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for the invite, brother. It's long overdue. Finally got here. Excited.
Yeah, it is. Well, long overdue. I mean, I don't even remember when it is I first approached you. We would have to go back and check, I guess, Instagram records for that. But it's been a while, and I know you had some like technical things that you wanted to take care of, like your setup beforehand. It looks like you have. You look great.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been since December or January. You approached me about coming on.
Was it really that long? Okay, damn. All right.
So I got this camera for my birthday, and it was at least a month before that.
Yeah. And honestly, at the time, I didn't even know if I would actually do this show or not. But I'm glad that it's happened, and I'm glad that we've had a few episodes in the can. I'm glad people are enjoying them. I'm glad we have more episodes booked coming up. So, but really, this is the one that's been. That I've just been really looking forward to for a long time, because you have literally slayed Instagram feeds for quite a while, sharing your original art collection. And anytime you post some art, it's dope. It's incredible, and I've come to admire your collection, and also all the artists that you've exposed me to through your sharing of your collection on Instagram has been great, because a lot of them are artists that I haven't been following or I wasn't as familiar with. Then I go down the rabbit hole, you know what I mean? And I start looking at images, I start looking at auctions, I start looking at sold prices. You know how it is, man. But thanks again for being on the show. I can't wait to hang out, show some art with you.
And thank you, brother.
Awesome. All right. So let's get into the chat here. Say a quick hello. We had some tailgaters. JLS Comics was first. First. What's up? JP's Budget Collecting says, time to tailgate, the best OG comic art show on YouTube. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Kind words. I think the more accurate statement would be the only OG comic art show on YouTube. Magic Lasso says, you are right. I love the show. Thank you, Lasso. Always a big supporter of my content. Definitely appreciate you here and hanging out. We got Gorilla Todd Comics in the house, a previous guest on this program. Always good to see you, Gorilla Todd. Thank you for hanging out tonight.
He used to be down here.
What's up?
He used to live down here. He used to come in my store.
That's right. He just recently moved to Vegas, but he was previously a Florida guy. So that is definitely true. Who else is in here? We got JB in the house, Discovery Bay Comics. Thank you, Disco. I'm sure he promoted my show today, and I missed it, of course, because I was probably in the middle of doing some work. Sorry. Knights of Old in the house. What's up, Knights of Old? So Knights of Old, breaking news, will be appearing on this program in a couple weeks, so at some point. So that'll be cool. Looking forward to hanging out with him. Rob Boswell in the house. Good to see you, man. Thank you for the support. Comic Man Andy in the house. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to be hanging out with Andy on his show Thursday night. That should be fun. Dee Runk Comics in the house. George, my friend George. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for the support. Raul, my quarantine brother here in New York. One of my best friends. Thanks for stopping by. Hope things are going okay for you today in this crazy life that we have right now. Who else is in here? Knights of Old, I think, said he forgot he was going to be on the show. Or, oh, no, he said he forgot I had this on and it just blasted. Oh, okay. Hope we didn't startle anybody with that. Sam I Am Comics in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Unruly Simeon is here. What's up, Unruly? TJ Slabdragon Watson also is going to be appearing on this program next Thursday night. So that's going to be a fun one. Can't wait to hang out with TJ and look at some of his artwork. House Till the End in the house. Good to see you, House. Let's see. Who am I missing? Who Dat Comics and Movies. Good to see you, brother. Hope things are going okay for you down there in NOLA. And the great legend. last but not least, great legend in the house. Good to see you, brother. And we got Knights of Khonshu as well joining us. So, all right, man, we got quite the little crowd here brewing. Hopefully we can entertain them tonight. So before we start showing pieces and just firing out the art, real quick, do you want to give us a little bit of an origin story with your interest in art and collecting? Or you don't have to go all the way to comic books unless you want to. But the floor is yours. Give a little background for Brian, Take-The-Time-Collectibles, and his artwork journey.
Well, the artwork journey, the first page original art I ever owned, I actually wasn't collecting art at the time. It was kind of hey, Dylan, what's up, brother?
What's up, Dylan?
It was a throw-in with a comic book deal. And you'll cry when I tell you what it is and that I no longer have it.
I think I might know this because I think I heard this story briefly before, but go ahead and tell it because I probably will cry.
But anyway, I bought Ghost Rider #1. This is way before CGC existed, so these are all raw books. But I bought a Ghost Rider 1, a Fantastic Four 112, Fantastic Four 55, and Avengers #3, all in the VF range. And it was part cash, part trade deal. I was trading a bunch of hot 80s and 90s books that I had quantity of that this guy wanted. So we were he was getting out of the old stuff into the new. I was getting into the old and out of the new.
Right.
I had a bunch of Spider-Man 361s and Wolverine miniseries #1s, Punisher miniseries ones, that kind of stuff. So it was like 100 books for 13 books or whatever, and then some cash. And then to even it out, he said, well, I've got this page of art that I got. I don't really know anything about it. Are you interested in it? And I said, well, it's got the Hulk on it. I love the Hulk. Okay, so I'll take it. And we counted as $55 toward the transaction. And it was page from the Batman Hulk Treasury Edition by Jose Lopez with Batman fighting the Hulk and the Joker all on one page.
Batman fighting the Hulk and the Joker in a published co-publisher Treasury Edition book. That was your first piece of published OA for $55. Bear Island, $55 doesn't sound that too pricey to me, but hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Damn, man, that is quite the score.
I want to say that was 1991. It might be 3 years either side of that.
Sounds like it might have been based on that price, yeah.
But around 94, I ended up having to sell my initial collection. Mm-hmm. I had some financial stuff come up. And
meaning comic books or specifically art?
That was the only piece of art I owned at the time. It was.
Oh, that was the only. Okay, so that was the piece you sold. Okay.
Yeah. So I ended up having to sell almost all my comics.
Unruly's asking if the page was oversized.
It was twice up. Yeah.
It was twice up. Oh, I only have one twice up page. I love that size page though. It's so cool.
Yeah. So anyway, I ended up flipping it for a profit. I sold it for $85.
There you go.
And I know who has it today, and it's in a good home. It's a Hulk lover's home, and every once in a while, I like get in my mind, should I go offer to buy it back from him? But,
so I have a ledger where I have all my art in my entire, portfolio, all my collection, and I have all the prices for whether they were auctions, offers, or buy nows, or whatever, however I acquired a con, commission, whatever it is. And on this sold column right next to it, I have a complete goose egg because I've never actually sold a single piece of art before. I've sold plenty of comic books, but I've never actually sold art yet, which is kind of.
About to say I can count on my less than 10 pieces of art I've sold that I've ever bought for myself. Like if they're ever part of my collection, there's less than 10 I've ever let go, and it was always because something came up. A few years ago, when my girlfriends needed a surgery, I sold a few pages to pay for that kind of thing. But other than that, I've never sold art that I didn't buy to resell. I've gifted some pieces,
oh, I know you've gifted some pieces. We're about to show one of those in a minute, but yeah.
I like, like you have art already. You was just a perfect storm because you had mentioned that it was a Grail thing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we can make that happen. So
you're too nice, man.
Most of the
seriously,
people I given art to did not have any art yet, so I started their collection, which I love doing. I think that's
awesome.
Cool.
Yo, what's up, Kachun? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the party. All right, dude, that's a great origin story for original art. Guests go first. Do you want to show some art? We'll go full screen on you. Let's dive right into this thing. We got 21 in the chat. Time to show some awesome artwork.
All right, we'll start out with a sketch cover here.
Okay, cool.
This is by an artist named Gene Espy. And this is, get this to show.
Oh, wow, yeah. You got it out of the bag and everything. There you go.
There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah, nice.
This is only pencils. He does really, really tight pencil work.
That's beautiful. I love that anniversary kind of outline.
Oh, yeah, that order is cool. I mean,
on the blank, yeah.
Definitely limits the space the artist has, but it gives it a nice aesthetic. I think it's cool.
Unruly thinks it's incredible. Yo, what's up, Mark Knapp68? Welcome to the party here.
And this one, I don't know if Steve Whiting made it in here or not, but I grabbed this hoping he would be here because
I don't think I saw him just yet, but maybe he'll hop in here.
He's a big Rocket Raccoon fan.
Yeah, he is.
And this is a piece I came up with a concept for as a commission. It's kind of an homage to the Wolverine ongoing series by Buscema, but this is Rocket Raccoon in the Walking Dead universe by an artist named Jose Variz.
Dude.
Am I blocking it with my name here?
Oh, no, just and feel free to move the book up and down. Like, we don't have to see the whole thing all at once. That's awesome, dude. That was pencil and inked by the same guy.
Yeah. Now, what Jose is really, really good at, like he does color pieces too. He'll color them. But I prefer his stuff in pen and ink. He does really, really good work cross-hatching.
Definitely.
And he did.
Yeah, there's something about just pencil and ink for me. Like I lean more towards that in my collecting. I have some color pieces, some paintings and watercolors and stuff, but I think my preferences are just pen and ink pages, stuff like that. But yeah, dude.
He's a local guy. He used to work. I'm not sure if he's still associated with Creature Entertainment or not, but they're out of Miami.
Hey, Mastodon. What's up, Don? He says, hey, it's Brian.
What's up, Mastodon? But yeah, he's a real nice guy. I know he was at New York Comic Con last year in Artist Alley. I don't know if you had a chance to see him or not, but if you ever do, he's reasonable. He does great stuff.
No, I didn't, but if I knew about that one in advance, I probably would have. So yeah, I got to write that down for next time.
Wonder Woman commission, huge, 18 by 24 for one of my customers, and it's sick. He does great work.
All right, well, I'm going to show, well, you said Wonder Woman, so I'm going to just, that makes me show, I'm going to show this as my first piece. This is just a straight penciled illustration. Okay, the artist name is Michael Armstrong, no relation to Lance. I wish. Well, I don't know. Maybe that would make this worth more. But this is just this is an example of one of these kind of pencil only pieces that I see pop up from like an independent artist or like not really a well-known artist on Comic Link every once in a while. So I'll just toss my money at like a cheap piece like this that I actually really like. I think I may have paid like $50 for this or something like that. So yeah, I just thought that the detail work on this Wonder Woman sketch, everything from the lasso to her outfit to the hair to the look of Wonder Woman on this this pencil illustration is pretty damn cool. So yeah, there you go.
That's beautiful. And it kicks back to what we were talking about before backstage, that people have the misconception that getting into art is overly expensive.
It doesn't have to be.
If you just want to collect art you like, if you're not, if you decide you only want Jack Kirby and Jim Lee and Jim Starlin, yeah, you're going to be priced out of the hobby. But
right,
if you want to collect nice art, there's plenty of very affordable artwork out there.
Plenty of beautiful, affordable art in the marketplace. Even like people that have recognizable names, pieces don't go for a ton. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of like what is driving the market right now, what is bringing money into the market right now and stuff like that. So, yo, what's up? Bake the Snakes in the house. Thank you. Joey Bag of Sevens is in here.
What's up, Joey?
Good to see all you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Mark Knapp. He says that is a nice piece. Chaos and Comics. Chris is in here. Is it true you hate us because you ain't us? He made me read that out loud, so he wins the night. Superpower Review, Kevin, what is up? Thank you, brother. I thought it was a steal for $50. Why not? I thought it's a beautiful piece. I take it out, look at it every once in a while, and I appreciate it. And to me, that's worth $50 for sure. All right, brother. Let's do two more pieces from Take the Time Collectibles collection. What's up, Mr. Gretzky? 9966. And I knew Magic Lasso would dig the Wonder Woman illustration. So.
All right, so this is a commission from Mark Teixeira. This is Poison Ivy pencil and color pencil.
Ooh, that is cool, dude.
Get it where you can see it.
I love colored pencil, man. I love that like subtle coloring job. Yeah. Beautiful.
So.
You said that was who? Mark Teixeira?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, that is awesome.
Then this one, I kind of get some grief about this. I have a different opinion than a lot of people.
Okay. What's the grief? I want to hear. This is
a piece I got from Dick Giordano while he was still alive. I like Solomon Grundy, and I got him to do a piece of Solomon Grundy, and it was pencils only. And Dick was one of those guys who was very good at pencil work and inking. He did a lot of both for DC over the years. And I intended to have him ink it and never got the chance to have him do it because he passed away. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to have a piece inked, and everybody was like, "Oh, make a photocopy of it, get somebody to ink the photocopy." I don't like that. If I have a piece of art, I'm not a big blue line collector. I'm not saying art people like it, but I want my stuff to be.
I'm not big on that either. I'm not saying I won't. Oh, I don't want to own any pages with blue line that are really just ink art. But I don't lean that way. Like I'm never really going after pieces like that, I guess, Yeah,
I prefer my stuff to be all original. So in this instance, I thought to myself, who is someone that Dick Giordano would have liked and would approve of inking his piece? And the guy I came up with, if you've never met him, he's one of the nicest artists you'll ever meet, Jose Garcia Lopez.
Oh, nice, dude.
So this is Dick Giordano pencils and then inked. Let's see, he's got the year on here. 7 years after the fact, inked by Garcia Lopez.
Wow, dude, that's unreal.
So I was very happy with it. I was happy with it. When
if you can see the look on my face right now, similar to that guy's. Wow, Solomon Grundy from Dick Giordano. That's epic, dude. J Hood in the house. What's up, my friend J Hood? Yeah, that's you're getting all the Grundy love now in the chat. But yo, what's up, Comics for Thomas? Good to see you, brother, dude. That one blew my mind a little bit. That one was sick, dude. Holy shit! Like people try not to curse, but damn.
People give me grief a lot because I changed the original, but I prefer it that way than.
Hey, you're the art collector in that scenario. Like you got the original drawing. You can do whatever you want with that piece. It's for your personal use. Yeah, that's probably the greatest Grundy I've ever seen. Like that's freaking awesome.
Hey, back.
Wow. Hey, I love the fact that your friends are coming in here. That's awesome to support you. That's amazing. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate that.
That's my girlfriend's daughter.
It's your what?
My girlfriend's daughter.
Oh, your girlfriend's daughter. Awesome. That is so cool.
She's an artist.
Bake, welcome back with Munchies. Chaos says this is a good idea for a show. OG art. I'm glad you feel that way, man. And I'm glad you're watching. So thank you for the support. I'm going to show, so on my next turn here, I'm going to show a piece that I actually bought because of the generosity of Brian, my guest here, Take-The-Time-Collectibles. So I think it was around last fall time frame when unfortunately Paul, Midwest Comic Man, Paul's daughter, Moira, was dealing with some medical difficulties, some medical issues. And the Comic Corps, sort of rallied around with the community and through a charity auction for that cause, and those are the kind of things that I like supporting, as much as I'm able to with my means. And Brian is always donating great pages, great stuff in general to these charity auctions. So major kudos to him for doing that, for donating art to these, and I frequently am the I guess winner of those charity auction pages when he puts them up, and this is one of them. So this was from that charity art auction. This is a Dark Adventures page. Luke Ross was the penciler, and Rick Magyar, I believe, was the inker on it. But what really first of all, what attracted to me about this page was Spidey. Okay, you got Spidey right there. You got Spidey, I think he's in the background right here, right? And then, large team panel here with multiple Avengers and X-Men, including Wolverine, Jean Grey. So this page just was super cool, and it was a great cause. So I threw down. So thank you for this page, my friend. I really appreciate you donating it for such a good cause.
Appreciate you donating to the cause to get it, brother. In fact, on that same note, since I didn't mail the other one out, if you want me to show the other one, I can.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, if you have it nearby, I mean, that's up to you. But
it's up to you if you want to save it for the show.
Oh no, totally. I mean, you could totally show it. If you guys were hanging out, this past weekend on the Boy Who Had Sevens charity auction for old man gamer Chris and his family and their funeral expenses, Brian donated this piece, this incredible Hulk page from, I believe it's from the World War Hulk storyline, right? Or is it the Planet Hulk? I forget.
World War Hulk.
World War Hulk. So Hulk 108, Volume 2, page 3. So that's actually the first published Hulk page that I've ever gotten. So yeah, man, thank you so much for donating that. And I was happy to bid high on that one to, support old man gamer Chris and that particular community endeavor. So thank you, dude. I really do. I do appreciate that. And take your time shipping it out. Don't rush. J Hood Creative said, NYC, I have the pencils finished on my piece. I'm dying to show it to you, but I'll let it be a surprise. Yeah, totally surprise me, brother. I love being surprised, especially on commissions. Thank you, Bake. Appreciate that. Always looking to support these charitable causes when I can. Thank you, Kachun. Unruly says he remembers me buying the page. Unruly was like, yeah, he only went about a third of the way on that. But hey, you know what, dude? It's a great page, but more than that, it was a great cause. Like the price I pay for something for a charitable cause is not nearly the price I would pay something on a market if it's just a total, art transaction type thing. But honestly, I thought that page was worth every penny of that because you got a huge Hulk on it. You know what I mean? And that's a well-regarded, highly regarded modern Hulk run. You know what I mean? From a story perspective. So I was pretty happy with that, actually. All right, brother, you're back up. Show more. Let's see more. Take the time art.
This is another convention commission. This is Carrie Nord, Red Sonja from 2016.
Sweet. Oh, my God. That's beautiful. I really like the signature on that also.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No. That's totally good. See it. That's gorgeous, dude.
That's
awesome.
Cool.
All the comments are coming in delayed here on the StreamYard, so apologies for that. It's kind of the way things work. Bake's asking, is that watercolor? Looks great. It goes watercolor, yeah. Highlights are perfect, says Unruly. And that was a great piece.
Yeah, Carrie does awesome stuff, and he's reasonable. You ever
I might show watercolor next because you put out a watercolor, so I'll do that.
Then this is another sketch cover. This was actually an eBay purchase. I didn't meet him, although I have before. This is Joe Linsner. This is a Wonder Woman.
Oh wow. I really like that. Hope Lasso's still watching. Damn, that looks awesome. Yeah, he's still in the chat. Wow, that's gorgeous, dude. It's very clean. That's very clean.
Linsner stuff is not on the cheap side, but that was at a buy it now price.
Big saying it reminds him of Carmen Electra Wonder Woman. I can see it. That's pretty cool. All right. Back to me, right? Dee Runk says he loves that sketch. I also love it. It's really great. JP says I love that. All right, let's see here. All right, so Brian just showed a watercolor, so that inspired me to show a watercolor also. This is one of my favorite watercolors, or it's one of the few watercolors really in my collection. Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to apologize for the glare or whatever, but there is a glare. But yeah, this is a Alex Maleev watercolor painting of Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. So,
brother,
it's gorgeous, right? I mean, it's just
did you buy it from him directly, or did you get it like at
no, I won this at auction. Like this is, I mean, honestly, like I stole this.
I love it. Yeah.
I definitely stole this, but yeah, this is just a beautiful depiction of the character that I fell in love with as soon as I saw it. I would love to get an original commission directly from him at some point, because I do think he and David Mack are probably two of my favorite modern watercolor guys. And Bear Island will attest to David Mack's prowess in the watercolor. He got an awesome Catwoman from Mack at C2E2. But yeah, I really, really love this Natasha watercolor. Thanks, Unruly says it's gorgeous. Yeah, watercolors definitely look classy to have this elevated look to them, but yeah, Bears like David Max. All right. Nice. All right, man. I'll go back to you. There it is.
Okay. So one of the things maybe a lot of people don't know about me is I'm really big into pinball. I love pinball.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
And my favorite machine is Elvira Scared Stiff.
Okay.
So just based on that alone, when I saw this, I had to get it. This is a page 1 splash by Dan Spiegel from Elvira.
Oh, whoa. Wow.
Little play on King Kong there.
Is that a page 1 splash? Damn, it looks epic, dude.
Yeah, it's
a lot of detail.
Nice page. Get it. Try and get it.
Oh my lord.
The only problem with the light on this camera is it changes the coloring. The blacks look blue here, but
dude, that is badass.
But yeah, one day I will own that pinball machine, and this will hang next to it.
Yeah, I agree with him really that those dense inks, like the depth in that kind of a page with the inks, are pretty epic. That's awesome. It's a great page. I don't have a ton of splashes, but those I love. Like I love that particular medium or style, especially like Copper Age and older, like, or even like early modern age and older. Just like the way splash pages were laid out. I love those. I would love to collect more and more as time goes on. Knights of Old's asking, is that the art from the game?
No, it had nothing to do with the game. I just always envisioned having a piece of Elvira art hanging next to the game when I do get it.
Right.
So that's like an appropriate piece.
Hey, Kingdom, what's up? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. You got another piece to show. It's still your turn, so you can go. You can show another one. Man.
Keep forgetting it's 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, we're doing 2 for 1 specials with the guests moving forward because then they get more time to shine with their art collection, and I'm on every episode. You guys will get sick of it. So.
All right, so this is Mike Deodato Jr. It's a early '90s piece from a one-shot called Incredible Hulk versus Hercules.
Knights wants to know how many pinball machines you have before you show that piece.
I only own one.
One.
Mostly because of space.
Yeah, I would imagine that takes up quite a lot of space. Yeah.
But yeah, the game I own is called Centaur. It was
cool.
One of the earlier talking games, and hopefully I'll be on again. And next time I'm going to be on again with you, I'll have a picture because the back glass is awesome. It's really fits right into the original art look.
Your art collection doesn't fit into a quote unquote original art hour, so you will definitely be on again. But let's see this next one.
All right. Sorry, got off track there. So this
no worries.
Is Battle Page, Hulk versus Hercules.
Holy hell.
Mike Deodato.
Dude, I love Deodato.
The uppercut there.
I was going after a Deodato Wonder Woman page, but I lost whatever that particular auction was. But Yo, Gomez in the house. What is up, my broski? Good to see you. We're on with Take the Time Collectibles here. He's slaying it with his artwork. Okay, so it's my turn again, and you probably predicted that I would show this at some point while you were on. And if you guys, aren't aware or missed the video where I unboxed this, Brian sent me an original art grail of mine, and I think it's because at one point, either on Instagram or YouTube, I don't remember exact. Maybe I think it was possibly Instagram, that Brian, he posted a piece in his collection. Was it a Spectre piece?
Yes.
It was a Spectre piece.
That Spectre piece.
Oh, there you go. There you go. The one right behind him, right there. He posted that to Instagram, and I had liked it and commented saying, and you're getting some love on your last piece, by the way. That's finally starting to come in. So I had commented on that saying, man, that's so cool, or something like that. Like, I would love to have a mold off. That's like a grail. That's a grail thing, that's on my grail list for original art pieces. And if you're not familiar, he passed away several years ago, right? So, so you can't actually, before I got into art collecting, he had already been passed away. So basically, my options are whatever's on the open market that people are choosing to recirculate. But in my opinion, one of the most prolific and greatest Batman artists, and also just DC in general, right, artists of all time. We're talking about Sheldon Moldoff. And Brian, I think, knew the man, had spent some time with him, and had many pieces, 3 or 4 pieces or something?
Going more than 4 at a time for him, and that was kind of my own fault because I was always around them, and in the back of my mind, I said, I can get one anytime, so there was no urgency, and I kicked myself for that frequently.
But you still had 3 or 4 more than, most people. Most people don't have any,
Yeah, one time, the store I worked for, Phil's Comics, was his art rep. There weren't
really?
At the time, but in the 80s, he would print a catalog, we would distribute it, and we would sell pages. So I handled literally thousands of Sheldon pieces over the years.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
So I was always around them, and by default, I kind of got desensitized to them. And
got it. Yeah.
Sure, more than I do, but I'm very.
Hey, you like stepped way beyond kindness and sent me one of the few precious mold-off pieces that you had in your collection, and then I went ahead and got it professionally framed through my framer, and I spent a little bit on this, honestly, but I really felt like I had to hook it up and treat this piece with the respect that it deserves, because it was a fantastic A-OK from my friend Brian right here, adding a mold-off grail, art grail to my collection. For me, which is just mind-blowing, and then I hooked it up with this frame treatment right here. So yeah, so this is on my wall, like not on this wall back here, but a different wall in my place with a bunch of other DC art. But yeah, dude, I still can't believe you sent this to me, man.
You did a great job with it. That matting looks good.
Right? I thought very hard about what color matting I should use, and what the spacing should be, and what kind of frame it is, what kind of color in the framework. But yeah, I just love this piece, man. And I can't thank you enough for hooking me up with it. Thank you guys. It's such a cool piece, man.
You're welcome. Like I said, I sent it to you, but that was intended to be from the community. You do so much for everybody, and you're always hooking people up. And when I saw the chance to get you something that was on your list, I had to do it. And that piece is where it belongs.
Thank you, brother. You're gonna make me cry now. Damn. Thank you so much, dude.
There's no crying in original art.
Yeah, that's the first rule of original art hour. No crying. There you go.
I have cried over it before.
I've cried over art before. I've cried like just looking at some of my art sometimes, like not like sobbing, but like, that like tear of appreciation or whatever, that like emotional connection that you get when you look at a piece of art. So
dance of joy.
Exactly, tears of joy. All right, brother. Let's see some more of your stuff.
All right. Well, since you went to Moldoff,
yeah, let's see some more, dude.
this is my favorite of the 3 pieces I still had. Not that I didn't like any of them. I love the Spectre piece. I love the one I sent you, but this one just has a little bit of everything.
Oh my God.
It just screams golden age, you know?
You got a dinosaur on there. I love dinosaurs.
Me too.
TJ Slabdragon, I'm not crying, you're crying.
But the colors on this right now are not doing this piece justice. If you could see this piece in person, it is amazing.
That is insane, man.
But, oops. Get that dinosaur head there.
Holy. Dude, that's crazy. What's the dimensions on that? You know?
I want to say it's 18 by 24.
Okay.
28, something like that.
It's like a pretty big piece.
Yeah,
Pretty big piece.
It's a large piece.
Damn.
It's on Bristol, and I got it from him directly. You know, years later, when he was not doing so well, one of the later times he came to the store, I had brought it just by happenstance to show it to somebody else, and he walked in the door, and I'm like, it was so cool because I could tell. I had just finished telling the customer who I brought it to show who Sheldon was and the story about it. The guy walks in the door, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, here. So,
that's awesome, dude. Knights of Old asked a good question. What's the media on that piece? Like, what's the medium?
Sheldon usually works in several things. He does pencils first, then some combination of markers, usually Copic and colored pencils.
Yeah.
And then he'll paint on top of that. So this piece has all of those involved.
That's awesome, dude. All right, you still get to show one more.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't apologize.
And earlier you mentioned Jim Starlin. This is the only Starlin piece I have. I do not own anything with Thanos like you were talking about.
Yeah, we were talking backstage. I recently, the other day, won an auction for a Jim Starlin Thanos page. I don't have it in hand yet, but that'll be on a future episode.
This is from The Death of the New Gods, Superman fighting Orion.
Wow. Zoom in on that top half splash. That's epic, dude. That's so cool.
Not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed Superman getting knocked.
I like that. I kind of enjoy it too, man.
And then punch through a wall for a good measure.
Dude. So what's awesome, Knights? I think maybe Knights is a little bit behind on the stream, so or the comments are just coming in that delayed. But what Brian just showed is awesome. yeah, that's incredible.
That's my only Starlin page, but I'm happy with it. It's more modern. I'd like to have something older by him, but I'm.
Oh, I think Knights is saying that I want to start the Starlin Thanos page. Yeah, it is awesome. I hope it makes it here in one shape under current quarantine shipping issues, because like everything's taking forever, you know, and especially to get to here. And then once it gets to here, it's like trapped here for a while before they actually deliver it. So I don't know. Things have been, but yeah, dude, that page is a freaking sweet page, dude. Congrats on that one. Yeah. I you know, the one that is you know, theoretically on its way to me will be my first Starlin page. I don't have intentions to collect a ton of them because that'll be pricey. But
yes, that is O'Brien.
I'm not even going to read that comment. I'll just leave it up for a second.
I think I did post that one on Instagram before, and TJ rather enjoyed it there too.
Dude, your Instagram is fire, dude. I mean, Brian also has a YouTube channel. If you're not subbed to Brian, the link's in the description below. But really, you should go just check him out on Instagram because he posts daily stuff there. That's all fire, comic books and art. So he's a must follow on IG. All right, so is it back to me, or
yes,
it is back to me? Huh? All right, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna show this right now, guys. Yeah, what's up? Metaphoricals in the house. Thunder House Designs in the house. Says you got a very rough Starlin Thanos sketch. That's awesome.
And it's a bad Starlin sketch.
Yeah, right. I love it when Brian posts art, man. because him posting all the art on Instagram is what inspired me to do, let's do an original art thing on YouTube, because it's just, there's not a ton of it on here, and that's kind of how the conversation with me and Brian first started. So, and he does post some cool Transformers stuff for sure. If that's your thing, also, he's an awesome Transformers collection. All right, so I'm going to show this. Last week on the program, I had Alec, White Whale Comics, on, and at the beginning of the program, we had a brief conversation about David Mazzucchelli, because Alec was fortunate to have Mazzucchelli as a art teacher, art professor in art school for like 2 semesters or something, which is awesome, right? So that would have been probably the ideal time to show this page in my collection, but I can't go backwards in time. So I'm going to show it here tonight. This is my one and only David Mazzucchelli piece of art. It is a published page. It's not from Batman Year One, because I don't roll that hard, and that would be pretty much impossible. But it is from Daredevil, and he is well known for his Daredevil artwork as well. This is Daredevil issue 211, page 13. You got Daredevil in the top 3 panels. You see over here, he's looking at a car. Over here, he's contemplating and saying some stuff. Over here, he's punching out a baddie. And the line that Denny O'Neil wrote on this page, he says, "For all my skills, I am blind." I love that line. Such a great line. That panel is what really drew me to this page. But also this middle panel, look at this crazy ass like outdoor setting with this like alien tree thing and whatnot. And then you have this this kind of kidnapping kind of scene here at the bottom, signed by Mazzucchelli right there. So yeah, this is a huge original art grail of mine, and I'm super stoked that I have it in my collection. Thank you, Barry. That's ridiculous. Unreleased is too nice. Comics for Thomas says that middle section is sweet. Underhouse Design says, "Damn, that's unreal." Yeah, that middle section. Look at that. Look at all that. What's going on in this? Yeah, but Mazzucchelli Daredevil is one of my all-time favorite things. I mean, maybe one day I'll stumble backwards into a Mazzucchelli Batman thing to complete my Mazzucchelli collection on the DC side. But yeah, this will do for now. Mazzucchelli Daredevil. I love this so much. Thank you.
And you brought up something too that I enjoy about the older pages that they're not doing on pretty much any modern. They're almost all done on the computer now, but the word balloons. Yeah, dude, I love having the actual words, the story on the page. And, depending upon the publisher, writer, title, like different people may have lettered that, sometimes even the actual writer may have lettered it, like it just depends. But it's such a cool kind of piece that's been missing from the OA market, for new pages that have come out in like the 2000s, basically, Yeah, totally missed that dialogue if that didn't have it,
Exactly.
It's fun when you find older pages. And the other thing too, on a lot of stuff mostly from the early 80s and back, you'll find the notes between the inker and the penciler to each other on the actual sideboards of the art.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
That's something fun to read, because a lot of times they have fun with each other. They just
definitely, dude. Definitely. Reading the note, even when I get something professionally framed and not in one of these kind of like, temporary frames that I have, I always instruct them to not obscure any of the side, the side writing or the notes. Like, I love seeing that in the final presentation of the page if I'm framing it and stuff. So that's always, I love looking at that insight into the creative process that went down whenever it happened to have went down. I love that. All right, man, your turn again. Back to you.
All right, we're going to try this again. I tried to show this when I was on Raul Hialeah Comic Bros show, and unfortunately the signal was not good then, so I was showing stuff that people couldn't see. So you spoke about Tears of Joy and the Dance of Joy earlier. This was what led to that, and continuing the origin story. This is when, in my opinion, I officially started collecting art. I saw in the back of a DC book, I'm sure a lot of you have read the Jeff Johns Green Lantern run. Mm-hmm. issue number 4 was the reintroduction of the shark. And Jeff Johns' take on that character was a little more savage than he had been before. Ethan Van Sciver was doing the artwork, and the last page splash of that book, when I saw it, I said, I must own this one day. I said, I hadn't bought a page of art since that Batman Hulk page I told you about, and I saw this, and I said, I have to own this page. And I went on a quest to find it, and won't go into that whole story again because I told it already, but the end result is I did get it, and I got the page before it, and they set up nicely in the portfolio together. So the way I have it is you see this page, and then you turn to the last page, which is a splash page. But it's much more EC than DC. So.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Yeah.
There's your first panel.
Shark action. That's awesome.
It's on shore, so she's safe now, right? Oh, wait, is that an eyeball that just hit her on the shoulder? And
whoa,
look at her,
that's gnarly, dude.
And look at her face on that last panel, man.
That's awesome.
That's not just sheer horror.
That's an incredible page.
So that's a nice setup, right? But
that's that's great progression, and I'm sure this page will knock your socks off.
But this is the one that I saw in the book and said I must own, and I'm smiling right now looking at it, just believing I have it. So how often can you look at a book and say I want that and then own it? Right.
What? That's crazy.
See if I can get it to focus here on the guy's head.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's perfect. Holy crap! That is a splash page right there, man.
So again, no Green Lantern on it. Who cares, man?
Who cares? That's a cooler page than.
It's just an awesome page. And now here's, for those of you that don't know, there's a difference between blue line pages and pages with blue line on it. Certain artists use blue line and leave it in, and Ethan Van Sciver is one of those. He leaves all the blue line in there, but he actually drew the pencils and everything first.
That is crazy. What's up, Damiers? Dude, Unruly says clap. Knights of Old's like, that costs more than $100. I don't know that for sure, but probably. Holy crap, that's amazing. Almost another splat page. That's Kachung is referencing a joke from the other night last week. Thunder House of Sun says, yeah, the bottom of that splash page is so Johnny Craig EC. That is definitely badass, brother. Holy crap, that is a badass page. All right, I don't know how I'm going to top that. Well, it's not about topping.
It's not a contest,
it's about sharing.
Too. The beautiful thing about art is no one else has what you have. It's
exactly.
all one of a kind.
All right, so I'm going to show something. TJ says, I officially need a cold shower. All right, so I'm going to show something that this is kind of something that's unique in my collection. Like you could argue that it's not even comic art. It's more fantasy art, I guess, like a fantasy art, but with a theme that does have some crossover references in the Marvel universe. That theme being Valkyries. But this particular depiction of a Valkyrie and a group of Valkyries, like there's one main Valkyrie and then there's a couple smaller Valkyries like in the background. It's more fantasy style Valkyrie. The artist's name is Christopher Muller. He's the painter. This is an oil painting. I don't have many paintings, but this is like a real deal, like full-fledged oil painting called Valkyries. And Christopher Muller is a fantasy artist and writer artist. He's done some series with Dark Horse and things like that. But he's not really what you would call like a straight comic book artist or comic book writer. He's kind of in a different category. But he has done some pieces that cross over into comic book world characters. Like he's done some like Magneto and Rogue pieces and things like that. But this particular piece that he painted this like 20 something years ago or whatever. I just thought was a beautiful painting, and I might have to take my headphones out here just real quick to get this safely. Let's see if I can drag it over here. Yeah, I got it. All right, so. With that preamble out of the way, let's see if I can show this thing in a way it will actually show on screen. So there it is. You guys see that? I can't even see the screen.
That is amazing, brother.
Dude, I just fell in love with. I mean, look at the detail, and look how gorgeous the main Valkyrie is depicted on this painting. It's just it's probably one of the best things I have in my collection.
That is awesome.
So again, the artist is Christopher Muller, Moeller, and he's a super talented painter, and most of his work is done in fantasy IP, not comic books, but art is art, dude. I just appreciate this painting so much. So
I think he's done some work for Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering.
Oh, has he? Yeah, that makes sense. That would actually make a lot of sense because it's definitely up his alley, you know, that fantasy art stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed seeing that one. You know, that one, I'm going to have to gingerly put that one back on the wall later tonight. But yeah, hope you guys like that one. Dee Runk says, love that. Trying to catch up here on the comments. Unruly. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. And then TJ says, TJ is like slaying it tonight. Knights of Old says, is that from the NES game Legendary Wings? I don't know, but you piqued my curiosity. Knights has got all the game knowledge. Sam Comics says, well, that is unreal. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I do like that piece quite a bit. I'm not, you know, paintings are like a much larger, like usually financial commitment, and then also space commitment. You know what I mean? Like there's not it takes up a lot of wall space. So I got to pick and choose my spots when it comes to those. But
you have to frame them right too. You can't half-ass painted stuff. You got to use spacers and archival stuff, and
yes,
the light's an issue. If you have any direct sunlight, you got to have.
Oh yeah, none of my stuff is in direct sunlight on the wall too, which is kind of worked out. Like my art collecting and then moving into this particular place kind of worked out well for that, because like in other apartments and stuff like that I've had in the New York City area, like, you know, there would definitely be issues with sunlight in the wrong places and whatnot, but this place is like lit up almost like a dungeon. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of natural light, which is good for me because then I can hang up as much stuff on the wall as I possibly can, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful luxury.
It is a beautiful luxury. So, all right, man, I can't wait to see your next piece. Let's do it.
You went fantasy, so I kind of.
Oh yeah, let's see some fantasy.
One here. This is another Gene Espy piece. It's also Red Sonja, but this time he incorporated Smaug from the Lord of the Rings into it.
Knights of Old, I'll schedule a private viewing for you only of my Van Gogh. Wow, that is gorgeous. Wow. Well, nice booty on that one.
She's thick.
Yep. That's awesome, dude.
The dragon's awesome too.
Would you say it was Gene Espy, artist?
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you keep most of these in your portfolio, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have wall space. As you can see, this is.
Dude, I totally get it. Like I'm gonna have to go portfolio only pretty soon because I'm basically out of space. So.
Yeah, I guess that could be a way to use the ceiling, but that's about it.
What's up, Tony Sanders in the house? Knights of Old says that's crazy. The artist name was Gene Espy. Thunderhouse Design says impressive. Kachung says dragons are the best. I concur. Love dragons.
Let's run a dragon kick then. This is it's Brave and the Bold, the more modern series of Brave and the Bold from like 2009.
Okay.
George Perez.
George Perez.
And it's mainly a dragon splash. It has Superman on it, but I bought this for the dragon. I love dragons. And also, I'll show you after the fact that the amount of detail he put into the background on this page is unbelievable. Like he must have spent days just dotting trees, and you'll see when you look at it. But I mean, the color, I've got the book and I look at the color page and it completely bleeds out all the work he did on it, which pisses me off. But this is very cool.
Whoa. Dude, that's a crazy dragon.
We do have Scoops down there, but we don't really care about him. We care about the dragon. But look at this top panel. Look at all the work that went into those trees.
Damn. Dude, Knights of Old is asking us to torture ourselves. He's like, at the end, can you do if you had to keep only 3 pieces? No, I refuse to do that.
Yeah. So, and then here, even the black inking on these trees behind the dragon.
Dude, that's so cool.
That stuff takes time. And it all got bled out in the coloring when the computer colored it. If you look at the published piece.
And that's Perez.
Yeah, it's George Perez.
All right. Well, George Perez is a goddamn legend. So that's incredible. Yeah, I agree with these comments. Except for the I can never be on this show thing, because I do host the show. So, dude, Brian's art collection is, I mean, I'm sure we're just scratching the surface. Like, we're already 57 minutes in, and yeah, he's blowing my mind. Thunderhouse says, did you say that's from the modern Brave and the Bold, Brian?
Yeah, I want to say it's 2007 or 2009. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So before New 52.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude. Holy hell. All right. I'm going to show something very mediocre in comparison to that, but still cool. And we were talking about, you know, how affordable stuff is out there. You know what I mean? And one of the this guy, I mean, he works for Marvel. He has worked for Marvel. The artist's name is Corey Hampshire. I believe he's mainly been an inker for Marvel in the past, but he also does like custom sketch covers, commissions, and pre-done sketch covers and things like that. So I grabbed a sketch cover from him, and he did it on a Justice League #1 blank. And he did this really awesome Batman with a cityscape behind it for me. And want to guess what this cost me?
$40.
Less.
Exactly. You go down to Artist Alley, you can buy stuff like this all day long from great artists that you
right?
haven't. You know.
Yeah. So that sketch cover cost me $35 from a published inker, Corey Hampshire. Really cool. Justice League #1 Batman. So I dig that.
If you went up to pick an artist that you've heard of and ask them to draw something equivalent of that with the same amount of coloring, the same amount of figure, you'd be charged $250 for that page.
For sure, dude. For sure. So
that's what we were saying, man. If you want to support up and coming artists, go down Artist Alley and go to the relative unknowns.
Knights of Old hit the nail on the head. Basically, for a large pizza in Brooklyn, I got that piece of art. So yeah, dude, it is very kind of Miller-esque, for sure. I do see that in there.
Everybody started out as unknown at one time.
Definitely. All right, man. Back to you. You got so much fire. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Since those colors are great.
All right, so I'm a huge Jim Balent fan. The tricky thing about his art is he doesn't sell any of it. He has never sold one of his published pages. So the only way you can get his art is from the people who inked his books. The good and the bad of that is his stuff goes for a lot of money right now.
Yeah.
But one day he could decide to sell all his stuff and flood the market with it. So you have to, if you're going after his artwork, you have to keep that in mind. I buy it because I like it. If he sold all his pieces tomorrow, I would be in trouble because I would have to come up with a way to buy some of them. But right. I wouldn't care that the market was suddenly flooded. I would be happy about it. Other people are anxious about buying his art because they know one day he's going to cash out. But I just love it. The 90s, the 90s Catwoman is the epitome of the 90s. And this page is reference to, if you ever read the series, She Always Kicks High. So, Get that.
Oh, sweet.
You got Two-Face on there.
Whoa. Dude, that bottom panel is epic. I love panels that are like encroaching upon other panels, you know, in more modern titles. I love that. Balent Delphia is interested. That's such a sick page. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, let's see what else we got here.
Take your time while I wait 60 seconds for StreamYard to load comments. Sorry.
Yeah. And if you've watched my Instagram, you know there's two things I have a lot of. One of them's Gray Morrow. He's my favorite artist.
Gray Morrow. I chose a Gray Morrow image for the thumbnail on in your honor.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
The other one I have a lot of, my favorite modern dynamic duo, is Ian Churchill with Norm Rapman inks. I love Norm Rapman inks. He does incredible stuff, and this page is a good example of that. This is from the Teen Titans East one shot, which is basically
Wait, I'm just now realizing that I made the ultimate pun on your channel name, Take-The-Time-Collectibles. Yeah, I love that. I mean, I think they're still talking about the last piece in there. JP saying 90s Ballant Catwoman would be a grail for him. Don't give Brian ideas. But anyway, let's see this next one.
File that note away over here.
Yeah, he's gonna go write that down. Oh my God.
This is Raven versus Joker splash page. But look at the inks on this, man.
Dude, that's a crazy Joker. Oh my God. I love that. I love that. What title is that from?
It was from a one shot called Titans East.
Titans East. That's so cool.
After the Jeff Johns run on Titans, there was a book just called Titans. It was a special that went with that.
Dude, that holy smokes, that is gorgeous. Is definitely accurate. Holy crap, that was an amazing page. So when you this is just like a collector to collector logistics question. Because when you're putting the pages in the portfolio, are you leaving them raw, or do you put them in one of those like poly bags first and then in the portfolio? Like, how do you like maintain your portfolios?
For me, it's more based on age. The
Based
older
on age.
stuff is more susceptible to acid. I mean, all art is because of the older stuff. A lot of them use glue on the word balloons and stuff. So I'll put those in acid free and then inside of the portfolio pages.
So cool. All right, I'm down to. I think I'm gonna. I think I got 3 pieces left to show. How many do you have? Do you have a good chunk left, or?
I can go indefinitely. So whenever you want to stop, you just tell me.
All right, I'll show 3 more, and then you'll show as many as you want in those 3 turns. This is one of 3 for me. So I think I may have shown this before on the channel. I don't necessarily remember, but if I have, whatever. This is my one and only page from Marie Severin. Another Marvel legend in her own right, one of the first, female artists, sort of prolific at a publisher to get credit and have, covers and interiors and whatnot. So this is probably, one of her later works. This is Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 11. But what's great about this page is that she both penciled and inked this particular issue. So all of the work on this page is Marie Severin, and you have Spider-Man action against Ghost on this page, and you also have T'Challa, like hard to see, but T'Challa right there. So Black Panther, Ghost, and Spider-Man all on one page, all Marie Severin, front to back. TJ, I think TJ was talking about your last piece there. He's like, charge the paddles, clear. We are going to art overtime, everybody.
What from? What issue?
So this is Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 11. So yeah, penciled and inked by Marie Severin. So I'm really proud of this page. Actually, like, because like it had been on my radar to try and get a Severin, but I really needed to connect with the page. And this one I thought was really, really cool. The action and the fight, the battle going on this page. So
She is completely underappreciated.
Right? Totally underappreciated. I mean, she did covers with Kirby and stuff where she was like doing most of the work and stuff. You know what I mean? That Bronze Age Marvel stuff, like some of that Marvel horror stuff. So thank you, Lasso. Appreciate that. I really like this page a lot. So, all right, brother, back to you.
Well, you went Spidey, so I don't actually have a lot. Don't have a lot of Spider-Man art, but
that's okay.
I do have one page that's
all my last 3 pieces are Spider-Man related, just FYI. But you can show whatever, bro.
Before I got on Instagram, Comic Art Fans, I don't know if you're familiar with it, was
I love Comic Art Fans. I have my whole collection on there. I have a whole profile on there.
Yeah, so I stopped putting stuff up a few years ago, but I have a lot of stuff up there.
Well, you had a lot more to catalog than I do.
This is definitely the page I get most requests to buy on Comic Art Fans.
Oh, really?
I've labeled it not for sale. I told people it's not for sale.
I get a lot of requests to buy my Frank Bruner stuff. None of it's, I mean, one of them is like that Batman holding up a gun with pencils only, like that was commission. And then the other one I have is a painting of him drawing the Heap, which is, from Airboy, Golden Age stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason that gets the most traction on mine for like inquiries on sales, but also some of the other stuff, obviously the Kirby page and everything. But
so we were also talking about underrated people. You said Maurice Severin. I think one of the most underrated inkers out there is Steve Lealoa.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, but this is Sal Buscema, Steve Lealoa. This is from Marvel Team Up 82, a very popular classic story with Black Widow and Spider-Man.
Is that Marvel Team Up? Oh, I almost took out my Marvel Team. I only have one Marvel Team Up page, and it is a Spider-Man page. But dude, this page is a lot better than my Marvel Team Up page. Damn, and nicer condition too. It's still bright white.
Yeah, this page is clean.
What issue of Marvel Team Up is that?
Number 82.
Number 82, and see, it's older than mine. Also, I think I have something from Marvel Team Up like 108 or something like that.
And the other thing about this page, which you don't see as much on modern art, but you see it a lot on older pieces, is artists will a lot of times do stuff on the back. Sometimes
yeah, is there a prelim? Is there prelim stuff on there?
Stuff? No, there is not. But there is a Zen Spider-Man on the back.
What? Holy, that is cool. That is awesome. That's like a whole nother piece, dude.
Exactly. It's like a 2-for-1. And I had no idea that was on there when I bought it.
Dude, that's always a nice bonus, dude. When you're super happy with a page like that and you get added to your collection and then there's like a crazy surprise like that on the back. That's only happened to me once. And it was that Sean Chen Electra page that I showed last episode where the prelim was on the back, Actually, twice. I have a TMNT, Tales of the TMNT page with like Eastman and Laird like turtle heads on the back of that page also. Knights of Old was asking who was the artist again on that one?
Sal Buscema and Steve Lealoa inks.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
And this is a commission piece. This was also an AOK. The owner of the store I work for actually got this from Gray Morrow, and then he gifted it to me 23 years ago when we moved into the new store. I had to sit in an empty store with no AC and no power in it waiting for an inspection, and they told us they'd be there between 9 in the morning and 6 at night. He showed up at 5:30. So that was a long day, and that was pre-cell phone and all the fun stuff you can do to pass time. So this was the thank you from the owner for doing that.
Awesome.
And
holy crap.
That's badass.
What's the medium on that? That is incredible looking, dude.
It's mostly color pencils, but there's some
color pencils.
Yeah, like the brick.
Yeah, that is highly detailed work. Wow. I'm going to ask Knights of Old's question again. Who was the artist again on this one?
This is Gray Morrow.
This is Gray Morrow. Oh my god! All right, so you're saving your Gray Morrow fire for the tail section here. That's amazing.
Actually, I don't have these in any order. I just took them out of the portfolio.
That makes it even more impressive, honestly, because I would have it in like a specific order. Damn.
Kind of know what's there, so when you put something, I was kind of trying to follow the theme. But
no, I totally love that. Like we're like playing jazz with our original art collection, basically.
Exactly.
Little improv, dude. Rex it's like auction time, dude. That is an awesome page.
Yeah,
piece. That's like a standalone.
Yeah, that was not published. But it could have easily should have been a cover somewhere.
Hell yeah, it should have been a cover somewhere. All right, so this one's a pretty simple piece, but I guess you could call it like a 3-for-1. So this is an original piece from Javier Avila. I guess you could call it a pinup. Spider-Man. Javier Avila, like definitely, more of a modern comic book artist. But I just love this particular, kind of close-up pinup of Spidey, hanging from the web in the city. So this is an inked, I believe it was light boxed, or, I believe it was light boxed. But he did include the pen in this. I guess why I said it was a 3-for-1 is that there are the pencils in here. There are the original pencils in here. So here are the pencils for this piece. And then here are the inks for this piece side by side. And what this was a convention print. So this is the original art, obviously, these two pieces. But this was a convention print that he used to sell. So so there was also a signed and final version of this print, colored, obviously, included in the lot. And I think I won this auction for like $90 or something like that on Comic Link, which is, to me, grossly undervalued for how cool of a lot this was, where you get the original pencils, you get the original inks, and you get a signed print. And it just went totally under the radar. Another example of art, like high-quality art from a very talented artist that you can get super cheap out there if you're paying attention to the marketplace. I think I won this on Comic Link literally for like $90 or something. So
I like the web on that. It's pretty cool.
Right?
The way he
it's kind of McFarlane-y a little bit, with like the exaggerated web and whatnot, without being a straight up McFarlane ripoff or anything like that. So hey, what's up, Florence Chestnut? Magic Lasso says the color is nice, but the inks are more amazing. Yeah, I agree. Gomez says third time's the charm. Thunderhouse Designs, stuff like that is always fun. It's definitely a great get when you have the full process. I agree with that. And I do think it was a steal for those pieces. I would love to actually like sync up these in a frame somehow without taking up a ton of space, because 3 pieces in a frame tends to take up, a good amount of space, as far as wall space. So I'd have to like economically like space them close to each other and whatnot. But anyway, I'm in no rush to do that. I'm, probably at my limit as far as wall space is concerned. I will have to start swapping stuff out. I just gone through a whole process to swap some stuff out, and I'm still fine tuning certain things on the wall and whatnot. It's a never ending process. So.
That I do. I definitely cycle around with the limited display I have, what's out at any given time, so you can enjoy everything for a little
Absolutely. All right, man. Back to you. We'll click on you here, and I got one piece left. So if you want to show, you can show as many as you want this turn. Show as many as you want the next turn, and then we'll wrap up.
All right. Here's my other Spider-Man page. This is more recent. This is from the Maximum Carnage storyline.
Nice.
Mark Bagley. This is Spectacular Spider-Man 202. Oh, sorry, I said Mark Bagley. It's not Mark Bagley. It's Sal Buscema, rather. And you got Carnage, Venom, and Shriek on here. So
Carnage, Venom, and Shriek?
Pretty relevant in that story. Venom getting his ass kicked by Carnage.
Dude. Dude, to have anything from the Maximum Carnage storyline is like some people's grail. You know what I mean? Like
that panel. I like that panel.
TJ says, build an extra wall in the middle of a room.
Just a random wall for 2 sides to put art on, nothing else.
Yeah, screw living space, more art on the wall, you know?
And then this technically isn't a Spider-Man page, but I think it's the only other page I have with Spider-Man on it. This is Christopher Ivy, Daredevil. It's the end page splash, so it's the last page of the book, page 24 from issue 305. Spidey teaming up with Daredevil.
Oh, man. Dude, you've got a lot of gorgeous splashes, man. Like, some unique ones, too. Like, different things going on. I love that.
I was fortunate to get a lot of the 90s era stuff before it blew up. So, you know, like, I think I paid $200 for that page.
Oh, God, you're killing me.
You know, but I bought them, you know, 2000.
Yeah, you've been in this quite a long time. So, you knew something was going on before everybody else did. That's for damn sure. What is up, Comic Back Musings? Good to see you.
I really I bought investment quality pages, but I bought what I liked. I've never bought any of it. I never intended to sell any art I bought. Like I said, the only times I have is when I absolutely needed to.
Yeah.
That's the first rule I tell everybody: is buy what you like. If the industry dies tomorrow, you still have good artwork you like.
That's the way I see it. Yeah, you gotta have a connection.
You gotta enjoy it, and this this is something I like. This is probably, it's no secret I'm a huge Spectre fan. This might be my favorite of my Spectre pages. This is John Byrne from Action Comics.
Oh my God.
What I love about this page, aside from it's all set in the rain, and once again the background detail is sick, but there aren't many things that mess with Superman. You got kryptonite and magic, and I like to add to that list with the Spectre, because Superman's face in this page says it all.
Oh man.
Look at his face. He's like, oh crap, it's the Spectre, but I gotta go fight him anyway.
I mean, that's almost like a full splash Spectre, and then almost a full splash Superman. The next panel. That is very, very cool. That is a very cool page.
Look on Superman's face.
Right, and is he flying in the bottom panel, or I see some flying or something flying? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he's fly attacking Spectre.
He put his pride aside. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get my ass kicked, but I'm gonna go fight him anyway because I'm Superman, which he has to do. But
I've every John Byrne Superman page I've ever tried to go after at auction, other bigger players have, come in and priced me out. So I've never, dude, I would love a John Byrne Superman page. That's an epic one, dude.
That's one of my
Spectre on it. Holy crap, dude.
Between the source material and just the art itself, I love the use of the weather, and it's cool. Dee Runk, unfortunately, I do not own anything with the Scarlet Spider on it.
All right, so yeah, you saw that question. I was going to highlight it also. Dee Runk's amassing a nice little Ben Reilly art collection. I've got him. He's going to be on 4 or 5 episodes down the line on the show. I think we've selected a date for him to come on to show a lot of his stuff, which is a lot of it is Ben Reilly focused, which is cool, which is unique,
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to show my last piece, and then you'll show as many as you want to wrap it up. You have no pressure on the number, however many you want to show, and then we will say goodbye. This has been a fantastic episode of Original Art Hour. I've had a blast hanging out with you, man. It's already been like 80 minutes, and it passed like that, For my last thing, I did kind of tease that the last couple things I showed are Spider-Man related. I think I've probably shown this on my channel before, but this is one of my few other watercolors. This is a Mary Jane watercolor, and contributing to charity auctions to get art has kind of been a theme both in this episode and just in my participation in the comic book community in general. So this one went towards St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. I won this at auction in that St. Jude's charity auction at New York Comic Con last year at the charity art auction that took place at New York Comic Con. And this watercolor was done by Ben Harvey. Here, I'll take it out. take it out of this plastic thing. So here we go. Yeah, you can even see lot number 13, New York Comic Con, during that charity auction right there. So I love that piece. I definitely have to get a, of the right size frame and mat on this one eventually in my long queue of things I want to get framed, which, will probably never end. But I love this. Yeah. Kind of want to commission him, and I kind of want to commission him to do Gwen Stacy, to put it,
those would be nice mirror pieces.
Yeah, to do a mirrored piece with a Gwen Stacy, I think makes sense. I just gotta, get cons have to start happening again. I think he's taken some independent commissions during this time, but it's like he's one of it's like you gotta get in there early and just secure the person's time, and you never know when you're gonna get it back. You know what I mean? That's just part of the game.
At the same time, though, you hit the nail on the head. A lot of artists aren't able to generate income like they were right now. So now's a good time to reach out to people, ask around, because there are some people that are notorious, like you said, about doing stuff and giving them money up front. I was just giving them half and a half upon completion if they'll agree to that. Because once they have the money, they lose the incentive to do it now, and they'd rather take money from somebody else.
Yeah, I've definitely been through the experience where it's like, okay, well, I paid all up front, and because either the rep or the artist themselves would not do it otherwise, and then you find yourself wondering okay, well, at what schedule am I owed an update in that case? You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, you still do pieces for other people, so.
Exactly. Yeah. So
it's a good time to reach out to people or people that people who've had good experiences with. Reach out to them and say, "Hey, are you doing commissions right now?" The worst they can tell you is no.
For sure. All right, man. We're gonna end. Oh, thank you, Thunderhouse Design. He says, "So glad I got to catch this one live. Great collections, guys. Thanks so much for sharing. We appreciate that, dude.
Thanks for being here."
Thank you, Florence Chestnut. Also. All right. So, Brian. Let's wrap it up. Let's sail away to some original art from Brian's collection, and then we will wrap things up.
I haven't shown any covers yet, so I guess I could show a couple of covers.
Oh, there you go. That's a great way to wrap. Show some covers, man. I do not have a lot of covers.
I don't have a lot either, but I'm happy with the ones I have. This is going back to Norm Rapman inks, Ian Churchill pencils. This is from DC Countdown. It was a weekly series. This was issue 30. But it's kind of a legacy cover. It's got the current generation and the OG generation of the characters meeting off, which is kind of cool.
My jaw is literally dropping right now. Holy crap. Multiple Wonder Womans, multiple...
You got Wonder Woman and Donna Troy. You got the
Wonder Woman and Donna Troy. Okay,
the Red Hood and Batman, and then you got Kyle and Hal.
I mean, covers are hard to come by and more expensive, obviously. But covers where you have so many characters, so many full-bodied in action characters like that. Those are the very highly desirable covers right now, especially published. Wow, that's all I can say.
I love Norm Rapman's inks. He's one of the better inkers out there today.
That's super nice, man. Damn.
So that's one.
JP summed that up with the damn, but yeah, whoa, loving that. Definitely loving that.
And this one, this is more of a personal Grail cover. This is another one where I saw the cover.
Lasso wants a reminder on what that last book was.
It was DC Countdown issue 30. It was a weekly series they did, which all the characters. Every other issue followed a different character storyline.
DC Countdown, nice.
But this one is much like the Shark Splash. I saw this book and I wanted it, and I knew who should have it. And I went to them and they told me they didn't have it, and there's only one other place it could be. So I went to the rep. And the artist didn't have it, and the rep didn't have it, and nobody knew who it was. Neither remembered selling it. So it was just gone to the universe. And I put it out there for a long time. I'm looking for this. If anybody knows where it is, even if it's not for sale, just tell me so I know to stop looking for it, blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. And then after 11 years, the Rep calls me back. Oh, I was going through a bag of art I had at the house that I haven't looked through, and I found that cover you were looking for. Do you still want it? I'm like,
Oh my God.
yes, please. So this is Jackson Butch Geis. This is Aquaman number 42, the cover, and it features Mara and a whole mess of characters.
Holy crap. Yeah, I'm with Gomez. Claim. That's amazing, dude. Oh my God. That back profile of Mara. I'm gonna need that shower like TJ. Damn. Wow.
Geis is one of those guys. He's like Dan Jurgens, and there's several other journeyman guys who
see, TJ's he's stepping up a notch. He's gonna lock himself in a closet naked and just drink wine and cry now. I think I might also.
He's bringing the wine, so that's good. Geis is one of those guys. There's certain guys, Dan Jurgens, Scott Hanna, who just do such a huge volume of work. People kind of don't appreciate.
Knights of Old is teasing some Geis. Maybe he's going to show that when he appears on the show. That'll be awesome. But dude, that's sick.
He's super underappreciated, and his quality never. Jurgens is the same way. Their quality never suffers, and they do such a volume of work. It's incredible the amount of work they put out and keep the quality they do.
Dee Runk wants to know if you got any Dan Jurgens.
Do I have any Dan Jurgens left? Is the question.
Left? Yeah, I do not have any. But
the last time I sold stuff, I sold my 2 best Jurgens pages. I may have one more. They were both from the Doomsday Superman era. I think I have one more from Hunter Prey, but I don't have it out with me.
Got anything else you want to show? I mean, you don't have to. If you're done, you're done. But
we can, but it's up to you. You want to wrap up?
Let's 5 more minutes. If you got some more stuff, 5 more minutes.
Tell me when it's time. I'll just rapid fire.
I know the chat's going to come back and say go for like 45 more minutes. But.
Now, here's one. It's hard to say I have a want list for original art because everything's one of a kind, but this is something I'm actually looking for because this is only a 3-page story. It was from Superman 165 in like 2005, and it was a Christmas issue, and every 3 pages of the story was a self-contained story. So it had a whole bunch of stories in it, and there's a 3-part Superman Wonder Woman story that I have the last page.
Before you show this, real quick, how's till the end's asking who in the Batman that's like right above your head behind you on the wall? Who is that with Batman?
Vampirella.
Vampirella. Who did that piece?
By a guy named Mark Spears.
Nice.
He got a bunch of crap a few years ago because he was definitely using other people's poses for his art, but his artwork is still quality artwork. He's a talented artist. He just unfortunately used other people's layouts without giving them credit and got a big backlash about it. But I always enjoyed that piece. I've had it for
it's a gorgeous piece.
Time. It's always been on my wall. I just think it's cool.
Thank you, Kachung. Have a great day, or a great night, rather. Good to see you and Delphia.
Thanks for watching, Katoon.
Thanks for watching us. All right, let's see this thing.
So anyway, this is, again, Ian Churchill and Norm Ratman. You find a theme there. This is page 3 of the 3-part Superman Wonder Woman story. And,
damn.
Okay, this is going to reflect because it's in a here, but
yeah, I got that Mylar glare.
But if by chance anyone in this room knows of or finds the other 2 pages to this, I am very interested, 1, in just knowing where they are, even if they're not for sale, and 2, if they are for sale, definitely in acquiring the other 2.
That is a winner, man. Look at that. That's beautiful.
How many pages do you have with penguins on them?
That's so cool.
Look at the hair, man. I love the hair.
I love that.
I mean, it's more Starfire than Wonder Woman, but it's still awesome.
Lasso, all that work just on Wonder Woman's hair. Yeah. That's a great page.
The other thing that's interesting about this page, you can't tell from the art, but right here, there's a paste on because apparently DC didn't like the original.
Oh, like a stat?
didn't like the original cut of the panty line there, so they made
Oh, interesting.
but
Okay.
go back here. Well, it's not going to show up in it, but you can see right there what it used to be.
Huh.
Or you can't see, but it's there. If you look through it in the light, you can see where the line was versus where they.
Wow.
But
fantastic page.
that's one I'm definitely looking to complete the 3. If I could ever find the other 3, that would be awesome. Something else here real quick. This is a Jerry Ordway Spectre commission. It's just pen and ink.
Love your Spectre. Oh man, that's awesome. It has like a timeless look to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass. How many Spectre pieces would you say you have? Is that like the character you have the most pieces of?
Probably not, but I definitely have a lot of Spectre pages. The character I have the most of is probably the Hulk.
The Hulk. Okay.
But the Spectre is probably a
great character. Yeah.
You know what? I've only got 5 left. I can probably bang these out real quick. I'll just go.
All right,
back.
let's do it. Let's do a lightning round.
This is back to Gray Morrow. One of the issues I have a lot of pages from is the Zatanna special from the early 80s. I think it was 86. This is the last page of the book, splash page.
Wow.
I love Gray Morrow's art.
Dude, I think you've put a bug in my ear about Gray Morrow. It's Gray Morrow, right? Like the pronunciation of his last name, or is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his work. It's beautiful, but it's realistic. He's the evolution of Wally Wood. He took what Wally Wood was definitely one of his influences. And I just love his work. I always have.
Dude, that is amazing. To back up what Sam I Am's comment is. It's Gray Morrow just made my list.
Good. That makes me very happy to hear that. All right. This is Ernie Chan. I'm a big Conan fan. I have a lot of Conan pieces too.
Oh, Ernie Chan. Didn't he just pass away like last year or something like that?
Let's say it was about 3 years ago now, but it's fairly recent, yeah.
Knights of Old's like whip out your Wally Wood.
I own a Wally Wood piece for 5 minutes. I bought it intentionally as an AOK for the owner of the shop because Wally Wood is his favorite artist.
Wow, that's
I bought it from Comic
a few
years ago and gave it to him for his birthday.
That's awesome.
But I don't own anything by Wally Wood, but I love Wally Wood's work. It's amazing. This is a pin-up from a Savage Sword of Conan.
That's Ernie Chan? Oh my god, dude.
It's
That's
got the
wicked.
3 components I require for a Conan page. It's got to have some kind of crazy creature. It's got to have Conan fighting it. It's got to have a damsel in distress. It's got those 3 things that makes my Conan list.
It's amazing.
This is another Churchill Ratman. This is from Supergirl number 3, crossover with the Teen Titans.
Ooh, we got the heart-shaped panel.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
Starfire's not too happy. Nightwing and Spooch in there. You got that nice Starfires panel there too.
That's an awesome page.
So
dude, you definitely got an eye, man. Those are some quality pieces, man.
This is from the same series, but issue 4. This is the Dark Supergirl fighting Lex Luthor. I love that bottom panel.
Oh, cool.
Badass. Sorry, I'm trying to go fast here. Get through these last.
Oh, no. That's amazing.
It's another guy I love that's kind of underappreciated. This is Matt Wagner. This is from the Trinity 3-issue miniseries. It's Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, but this page particularly is Wonder Woman fighting Bizarro.
Wow.
I love that panel. You got Ra's al Ghul there too.
Love half splashes, man. Oh my god. You have a lot of Wonder Woman related pages, man. That's awesome.
This is another John Byrne Spectre piece. This is from Generations 2. He's fighting a giant
What's
robot.
up, Jimmy?
It's kind of the Golden Age Spectre style.
Holy crap. What was the artist on this one?
It's John Byrne.
Oh my god, dude. That was like I think you showed a Byrne Action Comics earlier, right? Is this
Yeah, those
how
are
many Byrne pages you got?
I have those 2 Spectre pages. I think I have 5 Namor pages.
Wow.
I have less than 10 Byrne pages. I have some others, but I don't have a lot. Actually, here's one. This is just beautiful art, and it's a cool team up. It's 2 guys who didn't work together very often, but this is John Byrne and Garcia Lopez inks. And it's a twice up page, which is cool. And it's in the Mylar.
Dude, that's cool.
Problem.
Love twice up.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
I forgot that the Mylar is going to reflect. No action.
Damn.
That's beautiful art.
Yeah. Look at how gorgeous she looks there. Yeah. Dude, Byrne.
But to have those 2 on a page together was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's from a Teen Titans annual.
I want to Byrne so bad, but I don't want just any page, you know? It's like I got to wait until right page, right time, right price, all that.
I missed the She-Hulk window. I really wanted a Byrne She-Hulk page.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god.
Better ones that I could have. This is Bud Root, another guy I really like.
Yeah, Bud Root. I noticed you post a lot of Bud Root covers and art on your Instagram account.
I only have 3 pages of his published, but they're all awesome. But this is the most recent one I got.
Amazing, dude. I mean, your lightning round is like a whole show for like other collectors. It's crazy. Right. It's amazing.
Last couple. This is Pia Guerra. She did Why Last.
Why Last Man? I love her.
My thing with every time I recommend that series to somebody, they come back and they tell me the monkey. I said, the monkey has a name. His name is Ampersand.
Ampersand.
So I was telling her that story, and then she did this for me.
That's so cool.
That's cool. So I got Ampersand there. Happy trails.
You don't see a lot of her art on the market. She doesn't do a lot of signings. I don't think she does a lot of stuff.
She was at the Florida SuperCon about 8 years ago. That's right.
Wow.
And all right, this will be it here. Got last 3. This is the only comic I have sketch cover that's in a case, and it's because I bought it graded. I wouldn't have graded it myself, but
I can't wait to see TJ's Byrne when he comes on.
This is Mark Brooks.
Oh, Mark Brooks.
And I'm not going to get this without glare because of
slab glare. Can't stop it.
No,
don't even bother. We can see it though, and that is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's kind of okay.
Yeah, you can sideways a little bit. Yeah.
Detective 1000 with a Mark Brooks sketch cover.
Dude. Was that MegaCon last year, or?
That I bought. Actually, somebody walked in the store with that. I'm not sure what show.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't say what show it's from here. I'm sure it was a convention piece.
CGC never writes the con. They just put the dates, I think.
Yeah, it's 2019. Doesn't say what. But I'm sure somebody got that done at a con.
That could have been New York Comic Con, maybe. I don't know.
This is from Detective Comics. It's a Batgirl story. There's no Batgirl on it, but I just like the
wow.
Nice art.
Snakes.
And the last one, if you know me, you see my icon, Hulk versus Thing.
Uh-oh, prepare yourselves.
This is from What If. This is Ron Wilson.
Wow. What If 45?
Volume 145.
Volume 145, yeah. Wow, that's a great Hulk. And Hulk First Thing battle panel. Oh my god, dude, you're blowing my mind here.
Not by design, but that was a good way to end it. So
yeah, dude.
Sorry.
Wait, show that again. Show that again, real quick. Sorry to make you do a double take, but that's epic, man. That's absolutely crazy, especially that panel right there.
Yeah, that hit Comic Link, and I had to have it.
Yeah, holy.
Bought that about 2 years
All
ago.
right. I need to come down from this art high, dude. Right, dude.
You're welcome.
A collection. Like, it is just crazy stuff. I'm gonna have to rewatch this just so I can like write down the artist names that I didn't recognize and stuff. Like, I mean, Gray Morrow has totally made it into my like must-have, need a grail, like need something that I connect with. That's gonna be an art grail.
Really affordable Gray Morrow pages. He did so much work in so many different things. Like if you just want something cool art by him, you can get a nice page for $200-300.
All right, well that's good to hear. I also feel bad for whoever has to follow up that on the next show, but
he just said TJ's next, so don't feel bad.
TJ's next Thursday, but next Tuesday we have Mike the Collector on.
Nice.
Yeah, so Mike the Collector, he just dropped his first like official YouTube video on his channel on YouTube. He got a Grail comic book and he unboxed it and showed it or whatever. But he's been on Instagram for a long time. And he shows up in a lot of the live show chats and everything. So I'm excited to actually do like a hangout show with him so more people in the community can get to know him. And he also collects art. So he's going to come on next Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 1 hour earlier than the normal, quote unquote, normal 9 o'clock time. But yeah, that'll be next Tuesday. And then next Thursday, TJ Slabdragon Watson showing his original art. So we'll have 2 episodes of Original Art Hour next week, which I'm really excited about. Both of them are at 8 o'clock Eastern. Tuesday, Mike the Collector, and then Thursday, TJ Slabdragon Watson. So that's what I got coming up. What do you got coming up?
I got to ask you one thing real quick because we're on StreamYard. I don't have YouTube,
sure.
But I can't see it. Did you get your 700th sub?
You know what? I don't know. I haven't looked today necessarily, but as of yesterday, I did not. I was at like 6.
I'm going to preemptively congratulate you then. Because
thank you. Yeah, I think I was at like 690. I was at like 693 or something like that as of yesterday, and I haven't really looked today. But my subscription kind of grows like at a snail type pace, frankly. Like I don't really put out a lot of like short videos day after day after day. And I think that's the best actual recipe to grow subscribers is to put out short videos day after day after day. Instead, I put out really, really long videos that are live streams like once a week-ish. You know what I mean?
You might have fewer subs, but they're the ones that are going to come back and keep watching your stuff whenever you're on.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. And thank you so much for being on the show. Lasso saying, well, once again, the rest of my night will be cruising original art for sale and wishing there's extra money under the cash to buy it. I love that. You know, well, Dee Runk says I'm at 694 and counting. Well, I guess I grew 1 sub in a day, so I can count that as a win. Sam, hey, what's up, Sharon? Good to see you. Sam Am says amazing art collection, Brian. Yeah, dude, amazing art collection. We just scratched the surface, I have a feeling.
Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm enjoying it, you know.
And we will have to have Brian back for sure, and he can show the whatever the hell else is in the depths of his OA collection because he's got a lot. Guys have to sub up Brian. Link in the description below. Go check him out on Instagram because that's where most of the action is with him. But dude, you got it.
You asked what's coming up. I don't know.
What are you working on? Are you working on anything?
I haven't had time to do any videos. I haven't done one in a month. Like everybody else, not like everybody, but I'm working my normal hours. I'm just doing it from the house. So
later house to the end.
When I close for the day with the stuff I have to do for we're still doing the shop online and I'm meeting people for appointments and stuff.
Yeah.
And see my girlfriend and her kids and stuff. There's not really, this is the first time I've really taken for me since all this has started. This is the first time.
I appreciate you taking the time, man. You literally taking the time. That pun keeps coming back around, but
and the only reason was because we scheduled it, if it wasn't on the schedule, I would still be doing something else right now. So thank you for giving me this time to
dude, you're welcome.
With you in the community and share some art and see some cool art and hang out with some cool people is much needed and appreciated.
I had a blast, dude. I would love to have you back on the channel, whether it's for an art show or some other show or whatever, whether we do another art episode or we just talk about comic books, whatever. You're more than welcome on the channel whenever you want. I'm not going to say I hope you make more videos or any of that because we've all got our own lives. Like sometimes I hope for myself that I can make more videos and it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like I know what that's like. I cannot dedicate like 100% of my time to making videos. It's just not possible.
It will definitely be easier now that I have this camera, because before I was doing everything with my cell phone and I had to record it there and then upload it, and it's just a whole process and no editing. And now I should have a whole video coming up. I have some stuff I bought here 2 months ago now that
I know I've been threatening to do a haul video for about 2 weeks now, and I still haven't done it. So that's how it goes.
So many people are hitting their subscription milestones. I just wanted to do a quick show shouting them out. And I have a list literally of some of these people are from February that I still haven't.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them real quick. Let's end with that.
Well, we got a bunch of them, but you're about to hit let's go down the list here. Some of these are fairly old now, but John Comics with Kids hit a big milestone. Comics with Bueller hit a big milestone. I don't know if he's still in here or not. Is Jesse in here, JLS? People don't realize what he's at, man.
He's got a ton of subs.
He does, and he puts out quality content, does work editing. He's just busting his butt. Even though hopefully Comics Conversation will come back soon, but I mean his content's through the roof and it's great. He's doing a ton of G.I. Joe stuff, especially too. That's been doing really well for him. Hialeah Comic Bro just hit a milestone. There's just a whole bunch of them.
Dee Runk Comics just hit 500 recently, I think. Also, George, he just hit 500. So, Mr. Comics 89, I think, hit 400 yesterday or something like that. There's so many newer guys that are.
This list was at 10 people. It's probably at 30 now if I take the time to do the research. That's the other problem. When you go so long without doing videos, it just become too.
There he is. He said, "Thanks for the shout out, brother."
I was going to do my new. You're welcome, Jesse. You deserve it, brother. You worked your butt off.
Close, but no cigar on the 700. Like, I don't know what I need. I need disco to like push me over the top.
Somebody go open a second account so we can get him to 700. Please.
Right there you go. Yeah, we'll cheat the system a little bit to get me to 700. Anyway, JP just hit 750. That's cool.
Nice,
awesome.
Congrats, JP.
So yeah, lots of awesome channels. Everybody sub each other up. Please, if you're catching this on the rewind, hopefully it's not too daunting. I know we went like an hour and 45 minutes, but there was more art shown on this hour 45 minutes than I think has ever been shown on YouTube in a 1 hour and 45 minute period. So I'm proud of that. I had a blast hanging out with Brian, Take-The-Time Collectibles. Please give him a sub. Please give him a follow on Instagram. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We will catch you for 2 more episodes of Original Art Hour next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Mike the Collector, and then next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, TJ Slabdragon Watson. We love art, guys. What more can I say? Thanks for watching. Thank you so much. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks everybody for being
here. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Later.